Yo, Johnny Son, what's up, man? How you been?
And I've never been better.
Never?
Well, actually, no, that's a complete lie. I've definitely been better in my life. Not saying that I'm bad, but I have definitely had a higher peak of happiness at one point in my life, whether that be me at Yankee Stadium or playing paintball or a day back at Beaver. But
Ooh,
to put it
Beaver.
all in recap, I'm good. He said, "Ooh, Beaver."
uh, yeah, the
What
paintball
about
in
you?
Yankee Stadium don't really resonate, but Beaver,
Yeah, but Beaver,
yeah,
Beaver
that's the
definitely
shit.
resonates.
Yeah,
How about you, man? I know you just got back from your trip from Hawaii.
yeah,
Do you want to give us a little recap of that?
yeah. So, all right. So obviously, first of all, compared, also not at my peak. Like, yeah. Hawaii, maybe a few other times, but
Yeah.
not that bad, dude. Because I came home to to a bunch of dope shit. Came home to the new Coles. Came home to this new shirt from Art Daddy. Caroline's got the Nothing's
Oh, that's the
Original on
Nothing's
it.
original. That's fresh. It looks
Yeah,
like
but
it
then
fits
it's like
nice
it's like a
too.
contradiction, dude. One out of one original she put on it.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
so
it does
sick.
fit nice. She sent me a picture too because she's the homie. But came on some other cool shit. Gonna maybe get some golfing tomorrow. But yeah,
Oh,
man,
all right.
Hawaii
Getting
was
back on the
dope.
links.
Hawaii was fire flames, bro.
What was your
W-
favorite part?
um we did two things that were probably my favorite. So the one day we did this boat thing. You're on like an old Navy boat, right? And it's just like the rubber hub inflatable hulls, inflatable boats. They're just like flat on the bottom, big rubber tubes on the side. So they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
ropes going down the side. And you just sit on it, hold on to the rope, hold there's one between your legs you can hold on, but I
Hold
wasn't
on
really
for
on
your
that one
life.
time mooch. Yeah, dude. And like you're in the ocean, like you're not in the bay or like on the river, like you're in the Pacific Ocean. And like at first, like right when you start, when you leave the marina, the waves are coming in. You're literally jumping waves right off the start. Like there's no easing into it. But it was dope and it was really nice and it was pretty flat, honestly. We were kind of cruising, like honestly, the way out there, like hauling. It wasn't like super flat, but we were moving. She had good tunes playing, bro. I was singing. I sung 90% of the words on the way out there, bro.
Of what? Of just every song that played?
Yeah, and it was all at first it was like all country, which I haven't listened to in mad long, but it was all like drinking beer country music, like good like beachy country music, like the classics.
Yeah.
But then like some reggae came on. She had a little J Bug, that ooh baby, yeah, yeah.
Oh, you sound
And then
just
he
like him.
goes, yeah, I know, right? And it's called Let's Do It Again. That John slaps. That's one of his best. Some Bob Marley,
Classic.
some other stuff. Oh, and then like some oldies, like some classic rock, bro. I was getting down. I was in my element. Um,
Just coasting through the Pacific Ocean, vibing.
yeah, bro.
Nothing but
Fire and
vibes.
flames. So then like we stopped at a couple different spots. First, she was like, all right, we're like 15 minutes in, like we're gonna stop, give you guys a little break, blah, blah, blah. And then so then we keep on cruising after that, and then we stop and we go into like a sea cave, and she starts telling us about some sea caves. So because it's just like so it's like it was beachfront at first, but then the beachfront goes away and it's just like cliffs. Like
Oh, dope.
they go up to like 4,200 feet. She was saying, but just cliffs. And then it's like, so some places like straight into the caves. It was awesome, bro. And then at one point she stopped to tell us about Niihau and the people I told you about out there, where there's
Oh
like
yeah,
20 of them.
you should talk about that a little bit because that was super interesting.
Yeah. So there's this island, it's called Niihau, and it's like 17 miles off the coast of Kauai in Hawaii. And my so where my cousin and her husband live, like you literally it's like less than a football field away to the ocean.
Oh
Um,
damn.
so me and Lex go out there. It's on the Navy base. It's a private beach. We saw one person out there. Like they were walking. That was it. There's one person. It was a Friday afternoon, all day. They were there at 11. We left at like 12:30 to go get poke for lunch, and then we came back for like 4 or 5 hours. We were there for like all day on the beach. We
Just the
saw
whole
one
beach to
person.
yourself.
We saw one person. Mike and
Wow.
Alyssa were like, "Wow, really? Like you saw somebody out there?" Like they
Oh
never
my
see people.
god,
Even
dude.
Cassandra was
That's
kind of shook that we saw people. It was
really
crazy. And
Dude, just imagine just having that beach to yourself, like that close to your house all the time when nobody's there. It's probably
yeah,
awesome,
no,
dude.
actually, I lied. When we came out in the afternoon, there was a couple and then another older dude that came out later at like 5 o'clock.
Oh, God forbid, 4 other people, dude. You go to
Yeah,
Myrtle
and
Beach
dude,
at any part on the beach and
they
it's
were literally
fucking
so far. Like if I'm talking to you, there's not, and they're not saying a word, and there's no wind, they're not hearing me. Like that's
yeah,
how far they are. Like it was dope. So it's like 17 miles off the coast of that is this island called Niihau. Then like right off of that is this other little island. But it's nobody lives there. It's just like a little island, but you can see them from the coast. When
yeah.
it's so that's pretty dope. So there's 20 people that live on Niihau, and a while ago, it got sold to some rich people, and then it got sold to some other rich people. But there's always been an agreement that for as long as those people are there, like nobody goes there, nobody fucks with the land, not a single person goes to that island. There's like always been like a silent agreement. You know what I mean? Like not
Right.
written down or anything. It's just that's just how it is, verbal agreement.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not silent, right? But whatever. Um, but so and there's like 20 people there now, and but they have to come here for high school, and you're not allowed to go back unless you're invited or if you're one of the people that live there, and you don't get invited. Nobody gets invited. You're not
Yeah.
allowed to go there. So but they come here for high school, and a lot of them don't go back, right? And I was like, oh really? And then I was like, well, that makes sense, right? Because so Mike was telling us about this at first, and my first thought was, yeah, that makes sense, because like the Breaking Amish, like they don't, like there's like literally a whole show like dedicated to how people breaking out of the Amish religion and like going back into normal, like not, I guess not, yeah, normal society, like the
Yeah.
rest of society, because they don't have any like electricity or anything, dude, right?
Nothing.
um and this is way more extreme. So now you're going from, you live on an island with 20 people, you don't have electricity, you don't have anything, that's all you have, like you don't talk to anybody else, that's it. You hunt and you farm, and that's all you do, you just try to survive, right?
Right.
um and so then, but then when the captain was talking about it, she was dope, this chick Janessa, she was awesome. It was her and this dude Aka, he was dope too. They're both a really good time. I think it was called Blue Ocean or some shit like that. If you go to Kauai, if you're listening, do that. You don't have to do it with them, they've done it with other people, but it's always dope. But definitely recommend those two, they're fire, it's a good time. So Janessa was saying, she was like, like they come over here, and then like the first thing they do is they get their Toyota Tundras and they lift them and they put these wheels on them. And dude, there's little like old beat up Toyota Tundras everywhere, but they're like lifted on like a set of 30s or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they don't
Right.
have no 44s out there, but they got bigger tires on them and whatnot. And then she's like, and then they get their first cell phone, and then they get Tinder, and then they meet a girl that's not their cousin. Dude, we were cracking up, but I was like, yeah, dude, for real. Like, why would you want to go back? I
Dude,
would
you know
like to
what's
go
wild
visit.
is like imagine, all right, so imagine growing up like in that environment your whole life, and then the moment you get to high school, well, do they start just in high school or do
I
they
think
have
eighth
like
grade, maybe.
eighth grade? Okay, but even still, like you're at that age where you have some sort of like social awareness of how to talk to people and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Imagine
Yeah.
not having like any of that outside of like the 15, 20 people that you know and you're related to all of them.
Yes.
Imagine like just being thrown into that situation. Like that's got to be one, like crazy culture shock, and two, like probably the coolest feeling ever, dude. Unless you hate it, but
Yeah.
like imagine just like being like like not knowing anything outside of that mini island, and then one day you're just like, oh, there's like more to life than just like farming and fishing and living on this tiny little island.
Well, like
I wonder how many
they have
people like
somewhat of an
that
idea,
happens to
because
them and
like
then they
they can
leave.
see that island. So like
Right,
there's got to be some people there that have come and gone back, and like they got to know, like,
right. But like
and they can tell the
even
stories
then,
and
even
shit.
having like
But dude,
half
you
of that,
can't like, yeah, you can't like even begin to imagine.
yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. Um, and she also was saying her friends were out there and their boat broke down, so they like towed it there with another boat. I don't know why they didn't just tow it all the way back. Maybe it was too heavy or something, but they
Yeah.
just towed it there and they left it on the beach, and they went back to get it the next day. And the people that lived there literally had set it on fire, boat, like set the boat on fire, and it was burnt to a crisp.
You know they probably had a dope ass like bonfire with it too, like on the
Yeah,
beach.
dude.
They're
Yeah.
just like, yo, let's burn this white person's boat and get drunk.
Cook our meat.
Yeah.
Roast some marshmallows.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they probably got to go to the mainland for like groceries and stuff, right? They don't even do
Nah,
that.
nah.
Like, what happens if they just hunt all the animals on the island? Like, how big is this island? Are we
They
talking like?
fish.
Oh, true. They probably eat hella fish. Imagine growing up and like hating fish and like that's all you can have,
You
but you
don't.
like
You
hate
literally
it.
can't.
Yeah, they force feed it to you as a kid, so you're like forced to like it because it's really only the only thing you can eat.
Yeah, yeah, you can't. Um, but they were
Imagine the
mad
first
smart.
time of them having like a Sour Patch Kid,
Oh my god.
like 15 years old, you've never had a Sour Patch Kid, and you're like, yo, try this, and they're like, what is this? Just try
Imagine
it.
drinking Coke instead of water.
Oh my, dude, literally the food that they're like experiencing outside of that island is probably
Yeah,
wild.
bomb. And the food on
Yeah,
that island is bomb, dude. Oh my
yeah, I don't doubt
god.
that. Do you have any
Um,
pineapple?
yeah, for sure, dude. They had some on the island or on the boat. I mean, on the
Oh
strip.
man.
So, all right. So anyway, so we go down and they're telling us we're on this boat. We're hauling dick, and they're telling us about like we're going through all these sea caves. Like, they're telling us all the history about like some of the movies that were shot there and stuff. And then she's like, "All right, we could go like another 15 minutes to like the last sea cave." She was like, "I haven't been there in like 3 weeks because it's usually too rough, but like it's kind of nice out. I think we can do it." So I'm like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" And everybody else is like, "All right, yeah, like let's do it." Um, so we start going and like it's pretty rough, like it's getting choppy, but it's not too bad. Dude, we're like 2 minutes in and it's the waves are it's like 10-foot swells, dude. Like I'm not even joking you. I was getting drenched. Previous to that, we had previously just like jumped in the water going for a swim. Like we took these dope pictures and shit. The dude that was taking pictures, he's smart as shit. He did a burst photo so you can get all of them. It's not just
Like,
one, you know what I
oh, that's
mean?
dope. Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. I was like, damn, this boy's just gonna catch it like that. Like he's nice with the phone time. And then he did a burst. And I
Do
was
you
like,
fuck with
damn,
the
bro.
phone?
Um, and so we go through. It's rough seas out there, man. I'm getting drenched. Like I'm just getting covered. Something hard went in my left eye at one point, like a little piece of a shell or something. And I was like, I could just feel it in there the whole time. It was bad.
Oh.
Um, and so then we're just chilling at the end, and I was like, yeah, dude, I feel like I'm on an episode of Deadliest Catch right now, bro.
Or lost or some shit.
Yeah. But then we went back, and halfway back we stopped at this reef and we did some snorkeling and like the fish and whatnot. They were dope. Saw a lot of really cool fish that I really fucked with.
Just I really fucked with the fish. Did you
Yeah.
see any Did you see any sharks?
Nah, I saw a bunch of sea turtles though.
Oh, that's cool. My homie
I
crush.
saw a ray, like a spotted ray.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Followed that guy around for a little bit. Didn't get Steve Irwin, RIP. Is it less disrespectful if I say RIP?
No,
Yeah.
I think it's good that you did because we want him to be resting in peace. It would have
Yeah,
been
and
worse if
his
you said
family.
rest in hell. That would have been worse.
Yeah, but if you say RIH, bro, you're rest in heaven. I mean,
Oh, true.
now
You're
you
gonna
don't
have to
even know.
differentiate.
Now I'm just
Right.
leaving
You're
it up
like,
to your
if I said
imagination.
RIH, whatever you believe in, wherever you think
Yeah,
that boy went, that's where he's at. Rest in. Just rest in. Whatever.
resting.
Just be resting.
Just be resting. I don't want this just to be too stressful, no matter where
Right.
you're at.
Just be resting.
Uh,
Everybody needs a good rest for
yeah.
eternity.
But the other dope thing that I really liked was we hiked, like we did like a 2 mile each way hike to the canyon. There's like a huge canyon on Kauai. There's a fat waterfall.
Yeah.
That was really dope, dude. I've never been to a canyon, and I always thought it'd be dumb, like just big rock. But
Oh, it's sick, dude. It's fucking
like
awesome.
this the sheer size, and I don't even know. It's just
Right.
beautiful.
Yeah. Dude, I
Just
went to the
like the way
Grand
it
Canyon
looks.
once when I was like 13, and we pulled up like early in the morning, and it was so like misty and cloudy you couldn't see anything. We were all so bummed. But then by like an hour and a half later, it was just like all cleared up at the same time, dude. And seeing that was one of the best things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like it was so I couldn't I can't even describe like it's not like, you know
It
what I
doesn't make
mean? I'm
sense.
dying to go see a canyon, but you see it like in real life and it's just like, holy shit, this is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one was dope because it was like it gets a lot of rain there. So it was like hella green on top and then like it's all rock on the side. It was dope. The waterfalls were dope. Put my feet in them. I did like more than half the trip. I took my shoes off like halfway there. The bottom of my shoes had literally zero traction. They were just flat. I was sliding on solid ground. There's no way I was gonna be walking down the side of the canyon, like on the trail with it, because it was like pretty steep in some spots, and like there's a lot of spots where it was just like it was real like soft sand. So I was just like, dude, I
Yeah,
got no traction. I'm going downhill on soft sand. I'm fucked. Um,
bro, fresh off a torn Achilles, like.
yeah, yeah. So I took my shoes off, shoe and socks. I just went barefoot, and dude, the traction went through the roof. I was killing it. I don't think I slipped once after that. I was also like way more careful because I was like I had to like think of way more about where I'm stepping. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm like, oh, I'm barefoot. Let me make sure I actually can like do this. Make sure I don't hurt myself. Whereas if I have shoes on, I'm kind of not thinking about where I'm stepping 100% of the time.
Dude, I feel that to a literally a T. On Sunday, I was in Wilmington and Maggie and I went out to like this I think it was called Carolina Beach, but it had like this jetty that shot out super far. And apparently has like a really nice sunset view. So we went and there was a part in like the jetty we had to walk over that was like it was pretty much flat the whole time with concrete, but there was like a 10-foot spot that was just like a bunch of crushed up boulders. And I was wearing red Vans and Maggie was wearing like flops or some shit like that. And I was just like, all right, well, I want to get onto the other side of this, so we're gonna figure it out. And I just like made a path, dude. And my shoe, like these rocks were so sharp, like so this is like the edge of the rock. My shoe was literally just getting folded like this on each one. I was just like tiptoeing across these rocks in Vans, and I was just like, bro, what am I doing?
Did you make it to the other side?
Yeah, we did, and it
All
was
that matters.
dude, crazy view, bro. It was so nice.
Yeah, it's all that matters. We persevere. That's what we do with the Random Roommates
We
pod.
persevere. We made shit happen.
Yeah. But nah, dude, it was a great trip. Hanging out with Alyssa and Mike is always a good time. Don't get to see them a whole lot. Their
Right.
dog Ollie, every single time I see him, he hates me. Probably because I'm always wearing a hat, but then I take it off and then he still hates me, but like he usually warms up. But he liked me for most of the trip. Got a
What
lot
kind
of
of
Ollie
dog?
time in. Little dachshund.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's dope.
Ollie. I
But
love a
yeah,
dachshund named Ollie. That's the dog
his
I think of
his
when I
name's
hear the word
Oliver
name.
Diego.
Oliver.
Yeah.
I
They
love that
bought
name.
him in, I don't remember the name that they bought of the town that they bought him in, but it was like a Spanish name. It was something similar to El Paso, but it wasn't El Paso, but it was in Texas. So they gave him Diego as a middle name.
That's awesome.
That's where he's from.
It's better than
But
Kyla's name when she's eating her coochie behind
she's
me.
got Kyla Ren, so that's kind of fire flames.
That is pretty fire flames. Kyla Ren. I'm eating my coochie. Stop calling my name.
And Benjamin Franklin's like his middle name
Benny
makes
Frank.
it kind of dope.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's somewhere licking his dick right now too, bro. He's always got his head in his nuts, bro.
My nuts.
Anything else that's going on this week?
Let's see. Not much, dude. Playing some golf. I'm trying to. So my last two golf outings, I played the worst golf of my fucking life last weekend, dude.
Yeah.
I shot a 111.
Ooh. I'm sure that's
Bad.
not your worst.
Well, I mean,
That's your worst since you've been keeping score.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I started
I'm
keeping
sure
my
like
own
the
score
first
now.
game I
Even if
ever
I'm playing
played was
best
my
ball, I
worst
like to
game.
keep my own score.
Yeah, it's nice, dude. And like I'm like to a point where I'm like counting every stroke to really see like where my game's going.
Yeah. The only thing I don't count are drops, especially if it's like just barely out of play. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, I won't count it if I hit one in the fairway and don't find it, but if I like hit one in the water, I count it.
yeah, I usually do that too.
Yeah, but like not great scenes. I literally got to a point where I was taking practice swings with my 60 degree. My practice swing would hit my ball, and I would just be like, so like my mental state was gone, bro. I literally like did that, and I put my club on my head like this to just like, I don't know, like I was thinking about snapping my club over my head. That's how bad it was. And then Jake just looked at me. He's like, "You're gonna hate yourself in 5 seconds if you do that." And I was like, "You're so right, Jake."
Yeah.
I was like, that was like the 12th hole. I was like, "Yeah, Jake, you saved me from breaking my $15 club that I got at a trade shop. So I appreciate that."
Yeah. Dude, I left my 60 degree, or I left whatever my lowest degree was. I left it on a hole, never to be seen again. I
Oh,
think I
that's
lost two
tough. That
that
almost
day.
happened to me today. I was
I
at
think I
work
lost
and
two
I
that
was
same day.
in one day.
Yeah.
That's
That
tough.
bad.
It's a tough loss, dude. Yeah,
So I went.
two
I got,
clubs
dude.
in one day.
I got a Callaway pre-owned, like a 58 or a 56. I think it's a 58.
Yeah.
Dude, it's really nice. It's like brand
Yeah.
new and it was pretty cheap. It was like 50, $60.
No, it's not bad at all.
Yeah,
That's
and
all you
it
need.
was a pre-owned. It was barely used. Oh, I got one that they're like models. So like the only time they've been hit is like on the showroom floor when people like use them as like practice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, and that's way less swings on a club than somebody actually having it.
Facts. Facts.
That's tight.
So I got one of those for mad cheap. And it's great club. I love it. I don't hit it very well, but I skull that
Yeah.
thing so often it kills me.
My 60 is kind of the same way. I have like it used to be for like the 3 or 4 week stretch, dude. It was my best club. Like I was so nice with it, and then like an asshole, I watched the Phil Mickelson video on chipping, and I was like, oh, let me try that, and it just screwed my whole mechanics up with that club. So now I'm either sculling it or chunking the shit out of it.
Yeah.
No in between.
I feel you on that. I've been getting much better like around the green though, like on my shorter chips, I've been getting better. But
Yeah, it's like the
it's the
ones
mid
like
range.
20. Yeah, right. Like 30 yards, 25
Yeah,
yards.
where I need to like almost full swing, but I also need to make sure that I get under it.
Right.
But it's not a full swing because when it's a full swing, I usually get under it. But
That
when
is
it's
the
like that
hardest
half
shot in
tweener,
golf to me.
yeah.
That shot is the hardest shot in golf to me, other than
Um,
like putting.
dude, I told you my boy Timmy, he is nice from 100 yards in. I want to do some best ball with him. I've been finding my drive.
Yeah. We gotta
I'm hitting
play
my
when you
woods
come
kind of
down. We
nice
gotta
too.
play a scramble like
100%.
that.
I got 2 free vouchers, baby. Me and you.
Oh hell yeah, Litchfield,
But
right?
you're gonna have to pay me though
Yeah, that's fine.
because I already paid for them.
Yeah. But one of them was Litchfield, right?
One of them was Litchfield. One of them was the other one that everyone likes.
At Myrtle Beach National.
I don't think it was that
Nah,
one.
was
It's
it
the one with
Myrtlewood? Yeah.
Myrtle Beach National.
Was it?
Or it might have been Myrtle Boy. It was one that me, you, and Jordan played.
I believe that was Myrtlewood.
Maybe. Remember Zach
Yeah,
was
'cause
supposed to
that's
play with us, but then he
yeah,
didn't.
that was Myrtlewood.
Yeah, then that's what I have.
Yeah, nice. That'll be fun.
Yeah. So those are 2 nice courses, dude. And then it might be just us for the Litchfield. But that's all right.
That's fine. I'm sure. Oh, Mayo won't be here. He's gonna be in Charlotte by
Nah,
then.
but even if it's just us, dude, like if you, what are the odds you could like take off that Friday?
Probably pretty high.
Then if you take off that Friday, we could golf Friday, and then just me and you, and then all of us can golf Saturday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that'll be fun.
Um,
We gotta
so
play maybe Saturday. Play a course that we've never played. Nah, actually, fuck that. You'll have your free voucher. Might as well just use
yeah,
that.
yeah. Or
Nice.
well, I guess it doesn't make a difference for you because you're still gonna have to pay for both.
Yeah.
I don't think it expires, but I also
Nah.
don't want to lose it.
Right. Might as well use them if you're gonna be here.
Yeah, yeah. No point.
Doesn't really matter where we play.
Um,
So what do we got on our list of
yeah, let's
topics?
get into it. So first, just real quick on the CONCACAF, we're playing Qatar tomorrow, and then Mexico's playing Qatar tomorrow.
Are these quarterfinal games? What is
Semis.
it?
That's all that's left.
Oh, semis.
We beat Jamaica 1-0 in the quarters. Scored on a late header. Andre Blake,
Okay.
Jamaica, obviously had a great game. Kid's a stud.
Yeah.
He's already back at Philly practicing, training.
When are these games scheduled for?
Tomorrow, 7:30 and 10 o'clock. US have the first game, so I'm gonna try to catch that one if I can.
Yeah, I'll probably watch that. I think that'll be a good game.
And then
We
Mexico,
should
Canada.
win that easily.
I don't know, dude. Qatar's pretty good. They just won one of the tournaments from the Middle East, but
Yeah, but like Middle Eastern teams are very much lower skill wise than
yeah, we're not very
CONCACAF
high,
teams.
bro. We don't have like our best boys out there.
No, but I'm saying like I think most teams. Well, I guess I was gonna say most CONCACAF teams could probably beat most Middle Eastern teams, but Qatar is a Middle Eastern team and they're in the semis, so
Right. And they just won a big tournament over there. That's why they're in it.
yeah.
It's that plus it has to do with the World Cup shit. It's a little bit of both.
Yeah. And we'll get into that later. I was gonna say Olympic soccer. But I haven't been following any of that.
No, me either. I honestly don't even know if the men's team are in the Olympics.
I don't think our men's team is. I don't think we qualified.
No, I don't think so either. Let me check real quick before I start talking all that shit.
But these CONCACAF games will be pretty interesting, I think. Kind of just been waiting for the group stage to finish up because I don't really care about half those games, but I'll watch the semis and the final.
I mean, yeah, hopefully the US can bring a trophy home. Like that's kind of the goal here, I think.
Yeah, it was pretty much the only cup that we can win.
I don't know. I realize you don't give a fuck about these men's Olympics. I don't think that we're in it. So
Nah, I haven't watched more than 15 minutes of the Olympics, to be honest, dude. I've never been so uninterested. Plus, it's always on like a weird time because they're in Tokyo.
yeah, no, the US didn't make it. I just went through all the teams.
Yeah.
Dude, only 16 teams go to the Olympics.
Yeah, it's a short little tournament.
It's kind of
But
whack.
it's like, dude, I saw something on Twitter today and it said a gold medal in the Olympics is only worth like $800.
In
Did you know
actual
that?
gold or like in like
No,
eBay value.
like in money. Like if you wanted to sell it, it would be like $850 in value.
Hmm.
Isn't that wild? Like I like if somebody asked me that question, I probably would have been like, I don't know, you could probably sell a Michael Phelps gold medal for like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I don't know about that much, but you could definitely sell for more than 800. But that's different because he's Michael Phelps, which is really weird because he's got like the most all time. So you would think that there's so many of them, they're less popular.
Right. Because they're not
But
as
here's the
rare.
thing: you got no name people. You know how many there are gold Olympians there are that I've never even heard of. And if you
So
said,
many.
if you told me, "Yo, I got so and so's gold medal," I would say, "Oh, that's pretty cool."
Okay. Yeah.
Like that's the
Yeah.
best response you're getting out of me.
Did you see the
Or I can fake it.
17-year-old
I
from
can fake it till I
Alaska?
make it, but I actually don't
Yeah.
care. So if it
I'm
was
not gonna
some random
care.
ass
I'll care on the
person,
outside, but like on the inside, I'm just
yeah,
like, who
I
dat?
don't know, whatever. Like I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I don't even know. Or this gal. I don't know. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, the Alaskan assassin they were calling her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
she's
watch her
nice.
the high school reaction video to that?
Yeah, I did. I peeped it on Twitter. That's awesome, bro.
Dude, it was so cool.
I saw that the biggest pool in Alaska is 50 meters.
Yeah, and it's the only one that size.
Yeah. That's wild. You think
Alaska,
she
man.
just trains in the water, and then she comes here and she's like, "Wow, dude,
Like
I'm swimming in such warm water. I'm used to it being 10 degrees."
yeah. She's like drinking it as she swims.
She's so warm, bro. She's the warmest. She's the warmest person in that pool. She's like boiling.
She actually just lays in a bath of ice cubes and practices her strokes. That's how she trains.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
No, hey man, get your skin pretty nice and ready for the warm water.
Yeah. But all right, we'll get into the Olympics in a little bit. You got anything you want to say on the Yanks?
Um
Oh wait, actually,
so
I only have one thing about the Yankees.
okay.
They're up 4-0 in the eighth and they lost.
Dude,
That's all
like
I got.
it's nothing new, bro. It literally happens twice a week.
Timeout. Also, did you see today the Twins had 7 more home runs than the Tigers and they lost? First time ever in history that's happened.
In a single game,
Yes.
they had 7 more home runs. So
Yes.
what they have total? Do you know how
I
many they
didn't
had
look. I
total?
didn't look. I just saw it on.
I
It
feel like
came from
7
ES.
home runs in one game is
It's a
crazy,
lot.
dude. But
So they had like 9 and the Tigers had 2 or something like that.
yeah,
And they
that's wild.
lost.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And they lost. Oh my god, that's just the Twins season summed up right there.
Yeah. I saw that the Phillies are trying to get Buxton. Oh my God.
Dude,
Dude,
that would be a nice little piece.
if we had Harper and Buxton in the outfield.
Yeah,
Here's the
you
thing, dude. Our
guys need.
pitching isn't that good.
I was gonna say you need some bullpen help, dude.
Yeah, our
Your
bullpen is
bullpen's
horrendous.
bad, man.
Yeah.
Like when we were playing you guys last week, I would see like we would knock out like whoever the starter was, and even then like not to be like a cocky dickhead, but like your starting pitching wasn't really anything like crazy either.
Who
Like
pitched
I
against
think we
y'all?
played not what's his name? Your
Nola,
number 2 guy, I think. No, I think
Wheeler.
Nola did pitch actually against us.
Did he?
I think Nola
Nola's
did, yeah.
okay. He literally just went 8-2 earned. He gave up a solo shot with 2 outs left in the eighth, and then he got pulled. Um, bro, he's like not that good. He's having a tough year. I like he's getting kind of banged up early.
Yeah, that's what it was
Um,
when he played us. We banged him up early, I think, in the first 2 innings, and he only went like 4 innings pitched.
that's
I
usually
could
how
be
it's
wrong.
been, man. That's how it's been. Um, so I don't know. But who else pitched? Did Wheeler pitch?
It was either Wheeler or some guy I've never heard of. I don't remember. There's been so much since that series, bro. The whole Red Sox series
Yeah,
after that just completely ruined me. Trade
yeah.
deadline though is coming up in 3 days. There's been a lot of talk for in the Yankees universe of Joey Gallo, Trevor Story. I don't think if we're gonna go after anybody, dude. So here's the thing: if we go after Trevor Story, Luke Voigt is gonna be traded or not re-signed or whatever. I don't know his contract thing after this season, but because think about it, dude. If we sign Trevor Story, that allows the Yanks to put Glaber back to second, and DJ will just play first. There's no room for Voigt, who's constantly hurt all the time anyway. Or if we go after Joey Gallo, our infield's going to stay the same unless we make more than one signing. But if we get Joey Gallo, dude, Aaron Judge and Joey Gallo in the same outfield is scary, like terrifying, dude. Joey Gallo has
Yeah.
like the best. He has like 6 outfield assists in his last 10 games, or some stupid, ridiculous stat like that. Like he's got an absolute cannon for an arm. He's a lefty bat, lefty power hitter, so the short porch is just going to be eating him up, which is good. I think Joey Gallo's would be the smartest signing for the Yankees to go after, and they just traded away Luis Cessa and Justin Wilson to the Reds for a player to be named later. So they're making room for somebody, obviously.
True.
It's just a matter of how much we're willing to let go of some of our prospects, and I know the Yankees are notorious prospect huggers, so I don't know, dude. I'm like, depending on what move is made, is going to determine if the Yanks are going to be in the playoffs right now. Because right now we're 3.5 out from the second wild card spot, and the Athletics are looking good. The Mariners are looking good. The Yanks are doing enough to keep me emotionally attached to the season. Like I'm very much teetering on, all right, like next year's, just look forward to next year, make some moves for next year, or like, well, we keep winning enough games to be in the same window for a playoff spot. So if we can just sneak through a wild card, give the ball to Garrett Cole for a game, or I don't know if they're doing the same way they did playoffs last year, but if it's just one wild card game, give the ball to Garrett Cole. We're probably going to win that game. See what we can do in the
Yeah.
ALDS.
Yeah. I feel the same way about the Phillies, man. But here's the thing: the Phillies aren't
Yeah,
as good as the Yankees. And here's the
right.
thing: if the Phillies make it to the playoffs, we have no pitching. We have no bullpen. We're not going to get anywhere, dude.
Nah, dude,
You
it's
can't.
tough because I
You can't
I
pray that
like the
your
Phils and
starter
I like
goes
their
six
build up.
innings.
Right. And that's think about it. If you're in the playoffs, you got to play a whole uh 3 games at the least, but if you're trying to stretch it out 7-game series, you're going to have
Yeah.
your ace for one, maybe 2 of those games.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. And at the end of the day, you got to win the whole thing. And the Phillies can't win the whole thing because you're not going to win a series with a bullpen like what we got. It's just not going to
Right.
happen.
Right. That's
Um,
what happened to the Yankees last year, dude. Their bullpen was just not
yeah.
what it was supposed to be, and
Um,
we didn't have the pitching.
so the first time we played you guys, Aaron Nola did pitch. He went 5-1 or 5.1, 7 hits, 4 earned, only 5 Ks. Let me
Yeah,
pull up the other
that
one.
was close. It might have been Wheeler for game 2, but I don't know.
Nah, it was Spencer Howard. He went
It
three
was I
innings.
know Andrew McCutcheon went yard on the first pitch of the game.
He went 3 innings, 1 hit, no earned.
Wheeler?
Nah, Spencer Howard. That's who started. I don't know what's up with that.
Oh,
Dude, our guys went three innings, 1 innings, 2 innings, 1 inning, 1.11. Like what?
yeah, you guys might have went with a bullpen day. I don't know. I don't really know your
Yeah, we
bullpen like
did.
that, but
Because we probably don't
yeah.
really care about you guys that much. And our bullpen, we try to pitch them the least amount possible because they're so bad.
Plus, we had already taken game 1. It was only a 2-game series. we're not in the same division, so like these games weren't as important as some
Yeah.
games you guys are playing like now. I know you guys just play the Braves or something like that?
Yeah, so we split the Braves, lost 7-2, win 5-1, lose 15-3. Oh my god.
Oof.
I saw that one. That one hurt. And then we won 2-1. And we're in the middle of a 4-game with the Nationals right now. We won on a walk-off. Andrew McCutchen walk-off. We beat them 6-4.
I saw that.
And then yesterday we lost 6-4. Dude, in the bottom of the 8th, Andrew Knapp, not BCIB, but Andrew Knapp steps up to bat, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Cranks one. Warning track power.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough, dude. Because when you see
Andrew Knapp actually didn't start.
Gone.
Andrew Knapp was pinch hitting.
Who do you pinch hit for?
I don't know.
Wow.
I guess maybe I don't know.
Well, I was telling Clay yesterday, this is the best part other than the postseason, best part of baseball season, right before the trade deadline, seeing which teams are going to be buyers and sellers, seeing I just feel like the last 4 or 5 years in all of sports, the trades have been way crazier than what we've seen in our lifetime. Think about an NBA offseason, dude. I feel like these trades and players moving teams has not been this consistent ever. There'd be maybe 1 or 2 noticeable trades a year, but now there's every time you played in a new 2K or new MLB or FIFA or something, Rafael Varane's on Man U now, Sergio Ramos is on PSG.
Yeah. The Flyers just traded away Shane Gostisbehere, Jacob Voracek, break my fucking heart, rip it out and stomp on it.
Voracek's gone.
Yeah, Felipe Myers they sold, and they sold somebody else. And in return, they got Cam Atkinson. He's pretty good, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know too much. They got somebody else who maybe he's good. I don't really know. And they got a couple picks, but they also gave up a pick. I don't know, dude. I hate to see Voracek go. I think he's a locker room guy, and he produces. Yeah. Jake Voracek, his stats aren't crazy, right? He is the Fernandinho of the Flyers for me. Fernandinho with Man City, it's dude, when he plays, he makes the team significantly better. I don't know. They win when he plays, most of the time, right? He's not leading in passes. He's not really, but he's there. He's there when they need him to win a ball defensively. He's there when they need him to make a pass. Right. And Voracek is the same way, dude. He's not leading the team in goals. He's not leading in assists, right? He's not the best defender on the team, but he's a really good defender. He is hard as fuck, dude. He works so hard. He gets down and blocks shots, dude. He's hitting people. He doesn't lead the team in goals. He's one of those players that you're going to look at it on
paper, and you're going to look at his stats on paper and think completely different of what you would see in real life, if you watch him play. You'd see him play in real life, you'd be like, wow, he's really good. But then you'd see his stats and you'd be like, his stats don't show the type of player he is.
Yeah. He doesn't score the game winner, but he scores the game tying goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
And sometimes you need that. Hockey's a big momentum game, and sometimes you need that one to get going. And sometimes that's the hardest one to get. And dude, I don't know. Voracek was always either scoring big time goals or making big time passes in big time moments and helping us get a lot of points. Turn a lot of 1-point games into 2.
Yeah. Well, they're doing the expansion draft this year, right? Because the Seattle Kraken.
They already did it.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I don't even know who they got. I don't know who they gave up. I don't know who the Flyers gave up. I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, I haven't watched any. Or
I was on vacation when it happened, and I haven't cared enough about the Kraken.
Yeah.
They got dope jerseys.
Hold on, babe. I know we're about to go snorkeling, but I need to check the NHL expansion draft.
We were mountain biking down the mountain in Maui, and when the draft was going on, so we stopped maybe 2/3 of the way down, and this dope ass restaurant, dude. The food was banging, the views were immaculate, the vibes through the roof. And so we stopped there for lunch, and this girl walks through to go to lunch, and she's wearing a Kraken jersey.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Well, I guess Seattle's somewhat close to Hawaii compared to the rest
true.
of the
That's
country.
true. My cousin's husband Mike, he played hockey all throughout high school. That was hockey was his life, dude. So he was like, "Yo, nice jersey, that's fucking dope." And she was like, "Oh, thank you." Wasn't expecting any compliments on it.
On a Seattle Kraken jersey, and Hawaii. That's funny.
Yeah, so I wore my J. Cole jersey when I was in LA, and on the front it says visit Rwanda, right? And this
Yeah.
one guy's like, yo, he's like, you been to Rwanda? I was like, nah. I was like, but like I've heard good things. Like I would like to go. And then he starts talking. And he's like, oh, about it. It's like, yeah, I've been, man. I've been there. It's a pretty crazy place. Like you should try to check it out if you can. All
Where even
right,
is
dude.
Rwanda? South Africa?
Somewhere in Africa. So I was like, all right, yeah, I think it'd be dope. There's a lot of other places I want to go too. I'm not saying it's the next one on my bucket list. I'm not gonna promise you or anything, but I
Yeah.
think it would be dope to go to Rwanda. Like ideally, I would get to see every country. Um, like that would be dope. Um,
Yeah.
but then I'm like, damn, dude, I really was hoping I wasn't gonna get like didn't want to talk to people about this shirt that I'm wearing. Not really in the mood to talk to people. I'm just here on vacation. Dude, I said that, and I shit you not even 5 minutes later, this dude's like, yo, it's a dope jersey. What league is that? And I was like, oh, like it's the Basketball Africa League. Like it's like an affiliate of the NBA. They just started. And he's like, oh, he's like, really? He's like, that's pretty cool. I was like, yeah, that's
It's
all
my
it is.
man Cole.
Yeah. Um, maybe he thought it was like an Anthony Cole jersey.
Oh, maybe. Because you know, when you hear basketball player you're wearing a basketball jersey, your first thought isn't Jermaine
J.
Cole, the
Cole.
rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I just thought it was funny.
The platinum watch.
All right, so the Phils, bro, they have this meme. Barstool Philly has this meme. I like it. I sent it to Lex, and I didn't know it was gonna make its way back, but it did. They tweeted it again. I don't know if they were the first ones to tweet it, but they were. I did see them tweet it the second time. And it's this tweet. It says like, "Are you 500?" And then it's like it goes down, and it's like, "No, below, win a game, repeat." Yes, do nothing,
Oh,
repeat. And then it's like, no, above, lose a game, repeat. So dude, that's literally all it's been. We just split with the Braves, right?
Right.
Split with the Nats right now. So in the NL East, we're in second, 3.5 games back the Mets. Our record is 50-50, 100 games into the season.
Hey man, all you gotta do is go on 100 or a 50-game win streak, and you got that 100-win season on your belt. Could you
Yeah,
imagine,
not
dude?
gonna happen.
Could you imagine? No, I think the longest win streak ever is like 22.
And how many games is this season? Only 150?
162.
Okay. So we can go 50-12.
Yeah, yeah.
But here's the thing, we're only 3.5 games back, and it's the Mets, and they're having like a fine season, but like they're having a fine season. That's like it. They're not having a great season. They're not even having a real good season.
Yeah.
They're
Because
53-46.
Jacob DeGrom's been hurt for a while.
Yeah, Alonso, he's been on a tear low key though. Fucking hate it. I hate it because Lex likes him. Like I should like him.
But like
I like when he does good, but I don't like when he does good and the Mets win. Like you can't have it both. Come on, Lex.
I like when he wins the home run derby. That's cool.
Yeah, I think I might have won a little bit of money on him.
For next year, if he does it for sure, I'm putting money on him.
You think he can do the
It's essentially the beat Pete challenge now. It's not
No, the beat Pete. I bet Lex
Pete.
wants to beat Pete.
Yeah.
She wants to beat Pete's meat.
Episode 6, Beat Pete's Meat. We should title this episode.
100%. That's what we're gonna title it.
Yo, so all right, real quick. I saw this on TikTok the other day of another podcast discussing it, and I was like, "Ooh, I got to bring this up on our podcast to Kenny and see what his thoughts on it." So it was all this one guy started talking about how he's like, dude, Babe Ruth is not that good. And then he follows it with the fact that like today's players are so much better than who he was playing back then. He was like, Babe Ruth couldn't hit a single pitch today. Like if you put up Babe Ruth against Jacob DeGrom right now, he's not hitting a single pitch. And
Yeah.
I was like, all right, that's like a controversial take, but I agree with it, dude. And so I went to the comments and I started like seeing what other people thought. And they're like, dude, this is a bad take. Babe Ruth's the GOAT, blah, blah, blah. Like he hit like so many home runs. And then I was just like, all right, dude, but like if you took like Barry Bonds and put him in the time of Babe Ruth, that man's hitting a home run every at bat.
Yeah.
Like he's hitting 900 home runs a season, dude.
At the bare minimum, he's hitting 333 and like so that's like one hit every three at bats at a minimum, which is outrageous. And he's
At
hitting
a
a home run
minimum.
every fourth. He's hitting
Yeah,
one or two every game at a minimum.
right.
He's
Because dude,
averaging like
he's not.
1.3 or 1.5 a game.
Yeah, and it's not
And
even
that's
close, dude.
crazy.
Like
Nah.
Babe Ruth, I saw a video, like an old school
Okay,
video,
Barry Bonds
obviously
was
from.
also like all roided up and whatnot. But like
Okay, yeah, but still, you take
Ryan
Mike
Howard
Trout,
would
put
rake
Mike
back then.
Trout, put
Oh my God,
Mike
yeah.
Trout. You're right, dude. Mike Trout in Babe Ruth's time would be the greatest athlete of all time. He would be an anomaly.
Yeah, he would. He'd be fake fucking news. That's what he would be. They're like, you don't even have fucking tape
But
on this guy. Yeah, it's
dude,
fake.
I
It's
saw a
photoshopped.
video of Babe Ruth training. Hey, why does this look like crazy in-depth color? Like this is some crazy picture, and it's just Mike Trout's head on Babe Ruth.
Oh yeah, actually, we only had the technology back then to get a little bit of color, so we put it on the
Yeah,
face.
yeah. Just he has like a colored face with hat and everything, and then black and white body. He's put on a few pounds.
That's
But dude,
fine.
this video of Babe Ruth training was literally just him holding a weight, and then somebody was like dropping a medicine ball on his stomach and like picking it up and dropping it on his stomach. And I was just like, dude, what is like that's like you're just getting punched in the stomach. Like you're not doing any sort of exercise. Like it was totally like just like the guy filming was like, all right, babe, go lay down, hold this weight. I'm gonna throw a medicine ball at your stomach and just like flex so you look like you're doing real hard. It's like, all right, hold my cigar. Like, bro, like,
Yeah,
he's not
yeah.
like dude was eating hot dogs and drinking 12 beers before the game and just going up to the plate like half in a bag hitting nukes off of farmers. Like that's not what the MLB is anymore. And people that like try to defend that, like I guess you could say like, all right, if you took Babe Ruth in today's like time, gave him all the technology and like the
You would have
training
said,
that we
"Fuck
have
that shit. I'm not
now,
working that hard."
it's like yeah,
He's like,
it's
he'd
like
be like, "I want to smoke my stogies. I want to join the mafia, and I'm gonna order hits on
you're
people and
telling
smoke
me I can't
stogies."
smoke this cigarette in the clubhouse? I don't want to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I agree. But at the same time, it's like he hit so many bombs, dude. Like he pitched too. Like he was a stud of his time. Like I don't think like it doesn't like hinder his legacy at all. Like he's still like he's the great Bambino, dude.
He
You know
is,
what I
but
mean?
dude, I think it does hinder his legacy a little bit because now that we're like, I don't know if it's just because I'm like, would never experience living back then, so I didn't really know like what it was like to have professional sports leagues and stuff. But like, you and I have grown up seeing it all our lives, so we're just like, oh, this is like the norm. But it's really we just have some crazy super athletes now because they've been evolving and training for literally ever,
Yeah.
and it wasn't just like, oh, the Major League Baseball is
Yeah. Babe Ruth might be
opening
a
up.
bad
Like,
example because like he was actually fat and actually did just smoke a bunch of stogies and just like
yeah,
swung four bats at a time to warm up and then hit
yeah.
bombs.
But
Um,
even like Lou Gehrig, dude, I feel like if he stepped up against Jacob DeGrom today, he wouldn't even know.
yeah,
Like
probably not. But like, I don't think, see, like in that era where like when you're working to the best of your abilities with what you're given, like
that's
it's
what.
still, I don't
Yeah,
think that hinders your legacy at all, right? Like Michael Jordan, what he might be as great as he was, but that's different. He's like arguably the GOAT, right?
yeah.
So, but what about like, so in college basketball, like, I don't know why this one's coming to mind. There is the Michigan team, the Fab Five, and they're like known as one of the greatest like
Yeah,
college
like
basketball
Reggie
teams of all
Miller.
time, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Jalen Rose was on there.
right.
So like today, I don't know how good they would be against like or against like other college basketball teams, right? But I
Right.
don't think it hinders their legacy at all. They'd probably be fucking shitting on everybody, dude.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I guess it's like like you said earlier, you're working with the best of what you have. So that was
Yeah.
like quite literally the best athletes they had back then.
Right.
But I just think like
And it's just like
professional sports
everything's
now.
evolved so much. And like now it's
Yeah,
like back then it was like Babe Ruth was working a second job, maybe.
yeah. Lou Gehrig was like literally fighting World War II, and then he'd be like,
Right.
"All right, I'm gonna come play in the MLB now."
Right. Right. And so I think it's just a little different because these are like and especially like nowadays, bro, people like Bryce Harper, like grew up probably with good money. Mike Trout, I'm sure grew up with good money, right?
Yeah,
Like they went to the best trainers. They eat, breathe, and sleep baseball, dude. My boy
right.
Austin Lindsay and his brother Connor, amazing baseball players, right?
Yeah.
Their dad was in like the MLB, or maybe it was only like AAA or double or single A, but like he played, he was a pitcher, like he was a stud. All they did was play baseball. They were damn fucking good, right? But that was all they did. They had the best training, like they had all this knowledge, and like they would have been on the fucking Yankees if they played when Babe Ruth played. I don't know if they'd be. I'm sure they'd be hitting dingers too every now and again.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
they would have
No.
made that team back then. You know what I mean? So I think
Right.
I don't know. Like
Kind
I
of just
think
gotta look at the era of what it's in.
yeah,
It's different.
yeah,
It's almost not even comparable now.
right. Like dude, I bet Carson Wentz would make some of the quarterbacks from back in the day, probably some old Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. I'm sure like they would struggle in today's league. Like,
Yeah.
would Jerry Rice be as good as he is in today's league? You know what I mean? It's just different.
Yeah. And
Um,
it's the games just evolved like completely. They're completely different games now.
and like how many records last forever? Like
Right. Very few.
the 40 gets broken every year, or like
Yeah.
every 5 years the 40 gets broken, and there's a few people that are right on there. Like people are
Yeah.
constantly getting bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled, right?
Imagine what's gonna be
So
100 years from now.
yeah, I know.
Is football
I
even
know.
gonna be legal? Just
No.
murder every time a tackle is made.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be legal. There's gonna be too many people saying our kids are getting hurt, blah blah blah. There's a lot of fucking money in it. And
Yeah.
I'm a slut for it too.
Yep. Fantasy
Um,
football is a thing. You can't end the NFL now. People would go nuts.
all right, fuck it. You know what? Let's hop into some fantasy football.
All right.
So we just did this draft. It started when I was in LA, finished it when I was in Hawaii. It's a best ball league, right? So it's like that your lineup gets automatically set.
Yeah, it's just from the draft, like whoever you
Yeah,
draft.
no waivers, no trades, right? It's automatically set on what would be your best after the week ends. Um, so this is me right here. Case those three got the pot leaf helmet, pothead. That too.
Wait, are you sharing your screen?
No, but I'm gonna be in a second.
Okay, stilly, illy, 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 illy.
All right, how's this? Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
All right, can you see my team?
Yes, sir. Jonathan Taylor.
Yep, yep, yep.
All
So
right.
yeah, I'm right here. Case Stills 3 with the pot leaf on the helmet. So yeah, I went Jonathan Taylor in the first. I saw what I wanted to do. I wanted to go Kelsey Mahomes. I was gonna just go for a gnarly stack off the jump because I
Yeah.
think stacks are good in best ball. And I was like, Mahomes here would be so ridiculously early, but like that's got the
But you have
potential to be
Kelsey, so
crazy.
right.
So I was gonna go Kelsey Mahomes, but then Emery took Kelsey. I was like, I guess not.
Sniped.
So I went Jonathan Taylor. I think he's good and he's gonna have a solid year. I think he's got a lot of upside. Um, and then I went Aaron Jones. I think same, especially with Aaron Rodgers coming back. I think that just does nothing but help him. Last year,
Right.
Jamal Williams was a pest, but Jamal Williams is gone now. So I think Aaron Jones, stud. AJ Dillon, gonna be a pest. He got them big thighs. So then I went Darren Waller in the third, and I thought this was a little risky, but I wanted to get him. I was like, I want Darren Waller. I think him and George Kittle and Travis Kelsey, I think these are like the elite tight ends in the league. And I was like,
Right.
he's right here. I was like, I'm either going to take him here. If he's here at 4-2, I'm going to take him 100%. I'm getting Darren Waller in the fourth, right? So then I started looking at the wideouts and I was like, all right, Keenan Allen, Allen Robinson. I want one of those two. I'll probably get both of them. If I don't, Terry McLaurin, Amari Cooper, Michael Thomas even. He
Good thing
gives
you
me a
didn't
little
get
bit of
Michael
worry.
Thomas.
Yeah, good thing. But I was like, one of these two will definitely come back to me. Nobody's gonna go with both of these guys. So I was like, okay, let me secure Waller so this boy don't take him. Get
Yeah.
Waller, Allen Robinson, Adam Thielen, and then I went Kyler. So same thing here with Adam Thielen. I was like, Kyler Murray 5'9", like that's kind of good, but I do have Darren Waller. Let me get Adam Thielen. I think he's gonna be a stud. I think takes a step back from last year, but he'll be all
I
right.
like it, dude.
Kyler Murray, and then I went Robbie. I like Robbie this year. Curtis Samuel, I think he's sneaky. So I actually didn't listen to. I listened to the fantasy footballers, but I didn't listen to the one on the NFC East until we flew home, and they were talking about Curtis Samuel saying that his ADP is real sneaky. And I agree. I think he's going to be good. So then I went, dude, Antonio Brown. He can have a 2 touchdown game on any given week and be like a top 30 wide receiver. And it's a 3 wide receiver league. I
It's
didn't know
three
that
wide
when I started.
receiver, one flex.
Yeah, I think so. So then I went
Wide
James
receivers
Conner
are
as my third
stacked.
running back. I think he's going to get the goal line work in Arizona.
All right.
Russell Gage, I think he'll have a year. Justin Fields, I hope,
Justin
comes in,
Fields.
pops off. Marvin Jones, I figured he might have a good week here and there. Gabriel Davis from Buffalo, I think he could be great. He had like more end zone targets than Devontae Adams last year.
Really? Gabriel
Yeah,
Davis?
yeah. And John Brown's
Probably.
gone to Vegas.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. It's just John Brown and Darren Waller, right? They're like the 2 main pass catchers in
Yeah, they
Vegas.
got Hunter Renfro out there.
Oh, true.
They got Henry Ruggs.
They might be a sneaky little good team, dude.
Yeah, they
Josh
could be.
Jacobs.
Yeah. So then I went T.Y. Hilton. Dude, him and the Jonathan Taylor stack on a good week, dude, might be nice.
Yeah.
The reason I did it, I was gonna go T.Y. Hilton and then Carson Wentz here, but Carson Wentz got snagged here because I thought
I'll
the
snag
Hilton
again.
Wentz stack could be good on any given week. So I
Yeah.
went Gerald Everett with Seattle. I think he could have a 2 touchdown game here and there. Salvin Ahmed, he had a great season last year.
Yeah, I picked him up in one of my teams, dude. I think he's gonna be sneaky.
And they didn't they didn't make their running back room much better. They still got Gaskin, but I mean,
Yeah.
and then Derek Carr, dude. Derek Carr
Stacked him
had
with Darren Waller.
actually I didn't even think about that, but Derek Carr had a lot of weeks last year as like one of the better quarterbacks. He had 1 week where he was a QB1.
Oh, all right. Derek Carr. Dude, I'm telling you, I think Las Vegas might be sneaky good this year. It pretty much
they
all
could
comes
be.
down to how good Derek Carr is gonna be.
Yeah,
If
they
he's
could be.
like he has the weapons, they have the guys to be good, just execution.
And then they got Josh Jacobs and they got Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like they have a good squad on paper.
I agree. Especially because like Ruggs can stretch the field and hopefully like open it up for Darren Waller underneath.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the people don't want to hear about that too much, you know.
Jake's got a nice little squad too.
Yeah, he's out.
What was that? You got like a $10 buy-in?
I think I think Clay said like $5 or free. I don't care if we do 10, that's cool, dude. I don't really want to do much more than that because I'm in a lot
You have
of
so
leagues
many
now.
leagues. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tapped out at like 4 or 5.
But I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine with $5-10. Fine with free too. At the same time, it's best ball. Never done it before.
We should do one like we did last year where you and I co-manage a team and do it like the Random Roommates Podcast Fantasy Football Team, and we can like give updates every week on like our team and stuff.
Yeah.
You want to do
Who
that?
wants to
It sounds
join?
fun.
Listeners, should we start a league and our listeners can join?
Random Roommates Podcast Fantasy Football League.
Yeah.
That'd be tight.
All right. Let's get some people to do it.
All right, bet, and we can promote it and shit. And we'll wait. We'll draft like right before the season kicks off so that we have time to promote it and get people in.
Yeah. Should we co-manage or should we just do solo teams and play with people?
We could do that, or we could do co-manage and have it like try and beat us. Try and beat the Random Roommate squad.
Yeah, we could do that.
And you can do like, how about this? You can do, it'll be beat the Random Roommates podcast squad, and you can pick someone else to co-manage your team with you.
Yeah, you can have up to 2.
So it's like 2 coaches per team.
All right.
Make it like a little team thing.
All right.
And then we can
I'm
post
down.
like,
I don't think we're allowed
we can
to
post
like
like
do
results and
buy-in.
stuff each week. We don't have to do a buy-in. We can just do it for fun.
Yeah, maybe on the down low we'll do a buy-in.
Yeah, or we can make it like some sort of bet. Like winner gets a inaugural piece of Random Roommates podcast merch or something.
Yeah. It'll be
like a hat,
this
a fantasy
empty
hat.
beer can from the last time we recorded.
Signed by the boys.
Yeah.
An empty Miller signed by Kenny and Johnny.
I don't know. I'll bring something on this show. Can't give away this, but
yeah. I can give away my dog.
Oh.
for like a week, maybe.
Can you actually just watch Kyla for me? I'm going away.
Yeah. You can have her for a week, but you have to wait for it to be a week that I'm not here.
Right. You don't get it right away. It's just,
Yeah.
come on, we're on my time here.
I decide when you get
I'm
it
becoming famous. You're in my fantasy league.
Yeah.
You listen
Do
to
you
my
know
podcast.
who do you think you are? I am.
We're not even gonna win our league, dude.
Yo, we can I'll post this on TikTok, dude, and hopefully a bunch of random people will see it and follow us and then join the fantasy football league. Because our last TikTok video did pretty well. Like we got I think we had like 900 views or something.
All right.
So I'll throw that up. We'll everybody stay tuned.
I'm down. Yeah. I think DM us or whatever if you want to join our league. I don't know. Maybe like at Random Room Pod on Twitter, at the Random Roommates on Instagram. Hit those up if you wanna do the thing.
If you know us personally, you can just hit us up.
Yeah,
Like
texts are fine, but if you don't, I mean, come join us. We'd love to have you, especially if you're at least like a half fan of the show. If you laughed a couple times, come join us.
If you even smiled and showed one tooth, I want you to join our fantasy football league.
Unless you wear dentures and you were listening to this with them out, in that case, different qualifications. If you want to come join us,
At that point, you're listening to a podcast with your dentures out. Like, what do you do? Whoa, I need to see that.
maybe that's what they do. Maybe they listen to us before bed. Our voices are soothing, like a lullaby.
Dude, you know what I've actually started? I started a YouTube channel where I can upload like 3-hour videos of rain sounds, and I'm just gonna like see how that does. So apparently, like mad people will listen to that before bed, and like it'll just autoplay, and like when you're asleep, you don't know to turn it off.
Lex has an app that does it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but dude, I'll tell her start listening to your shit. I mean, sometimes she stays up for a long time, but hopefully she falls asleep within 3 hours.
I'll make some crazy rain mixes, bro, and then like hopefully people will listen to other ones and then fall asleep, and it'll just autoplay a new video, a new random rain sound video, and it'll be my video. It's free money, baby.
Yeah, that was a pretty good idea. It does sound like a pretty easy way to make some bread if you can get it like
right
enough views. Yeah, and it's just like something you're like, all right, I'm just gonna put this here and leave it, and not gonna think about it.
Yeah, I used to do that with like when I was like gaming and stuff on my TV. I would just put up like a sound of like a fireplace, so it would feel like I was just like chilling next to the fireplace playing games, and it was cool. Like it actually feels like you are. So you just hear like the crackling and stuff, and it's very soothing and calming.
Oh, dude, I love the fireplace. I would love to get a place with a fireplace. I don't want to own a place with a fireplace though.
Why?
I want to burn it down. I don't really trust myself that much.
Yeah, we used
I don't
to have
trust
a wood
myself
fire
in the
thing
long
like that
term.
all the time. It's nice though in the winter, especially in the Northeast, when you can just like sit in front of the fire and watch football.
Yep. Yeah, I like
that'll
it a lot.
really get you going. All right, should we hop into this draft?
I was gonna say we should talk about the Olympics.
All right, I can do some Olympic talk.
And maybe Charlie Kirk and a little Simone Biles.
All right.
So first, I think Simone Biles, big homie, dude. I forget if it was it you that sent me the thing about she would have like the girl would have blew her knee out or like been paralyzed.
Yeah, if she didn't
something.
land on her feet. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, dude, the things that Simone Biles does, bro, like we're watching the Olympics, right? At Alyssa's and Mike's, and we're just like, dude, she jumps higher, she spins faster, she does everything she does is like crazier than everybody else. She's on like another level in everything.
Literally, dude, they had to not count her scores because they were too good for the competition. Like she did some sort of trick, and the judges were literally like, "You can't do that. We can't count it because nobody else can do those tricks." And I was just like, "Dude,
that's
what? Like
crazy.
If you have that ability and you're that talented and athletic at something, and you're doing shit nobody else has ever seen before, how are they just gonna be like, nah, that's not like gymnastics is so dumb when it comes to that type of shit, dude. Like, how is your game ever gonna evolve? How are you gonna let people get better if you're putting a roof on somebody's skill level? It's so dumb.
I think it was Travis Pastrana did the first ever double backflip. I think that was at X Games. He won gold, obviously. They didn't say, oh, Travis, nobody else can do a double backflip, so you know what I mean? Like,
can't count it.
Are they going to do that in skateboarding for the Olympics? Like,
yeah, right.
Oh, sorry, we haven't seen that trick before, so
doesn't
that's
count.
0.
Yeah, you're actually not even going to place.
I was watching skateboarding the other day, and these dudes, they go out and they do one trick on one rail, and that was it. And I'm like, what?
Well, was it just like a best trick competition or
I
something?
guess, but
Like,
it sucked.
yeah,
That
I
was
want to
all
see a
that I
full
watched
run.
though. That was all that I watched though, and it was terrible. I was like, this isn't who's entertained. Who?
Yeah, I saw one. This guy came off like a 15-foot ledge or whatever, like down a staircase, and like grinded the rail like 50-50 the rail and landed, and like his board kicked out and he turned like flipped over to his chest but was like still flying through the air and literally just straight nuts to a guardrail, bro.
Oh, I saw
Like,
a video of that one.
oh yeah, dude, it looks so bad.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
the caption was just like, all right, let's check in on Olympic skateboarding. It's just like him throwing down and just like hitting his nuts straight on the
yeah,
rail.
yeah, dude. I showed that to Lex, and she was like, I don't have balls, but that hurt me. And I was like, I know you don't have balls. Well, where?
That's funny.
Um,
But yeah,
but
dude,
yeah,
Simone
dude,
Biles
Simone
is
Biles, she's an absolute stud. And but I feel you, dude. In her first Olympics, I don't think that like there's obviously pressure there, but I think everybody was good, and it was her first one, right? But then like
right.
the next year, it was like her and maybe one other girl were returning, and it was like she's the best, right?
Yeah.
Like, and there's a lot of pressure. And then in this one, like she's killing it on at Worlds and whatnot. She literally wore a like a leotard or whatever they're called that had a goat on it in gems, like calling herself the goat, right? Like there is a lot of pressure, and like, okay, maybe some of that, like calling yourself the goat, is a little self-inflicted, but regardless, even if you didn't do that, everybody knows you're the goat, right?
Right.
And everyone expects you to be the one that's carrying the Olympics like to a win. And like plus like all the sexual assault shit that's happened with Larry Nasser in the past and what like and shit like that. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
you see what's happened to like other black athletes like Sha'Carri Richardson with the whole like she gets you know she's not allowed to come because she tests positive for marijuana. And then you have Tobin Heath, or no, not her, right, Megan Rapinoe, literally talking about her use of CBD, which is still marijuana. Like I know it's different, it's not psychoactive and it does different things, but it's still marijuana. Like
Still the same. Yeah.
you're literally like having this white girl promote it and then kicking this black girl off the team when she just is the fastest girl in the world. Like what?
Yeah. I saw that actually with
And
the CBD bullshit.
it's just like I get it. Like I understand the CBD thing. It's all a money thing, bro.
Yeah.
Once like THC weed is legal everywhere, then they're gonna be promoting that too. You know what I mean?
Right. Which
Because
is
like
I'm kind of surprised they haven't started doing it now because the market right now for it is insane and it's legal pretty much everywhere. Like, yeah, there's like a few
not
states
even half the states.
well, yeah, but dude, like medically, like it's legal in like
Oh
North
yeah,
Carolina. I just found out. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
recreational, obviously, for the average Joe, it's only like 9 or 12, 10 states. But
yeah.
like
So they
medically,
should
it's
be
legal in
promoting
states I
it.
didn't even know. Right. It's for medical reasons, dude. Like
Yeah,
whether it be physical, like it
yeah,
helps with aches,
yeah.
mental stuff like that. Like it's just
They promote the
the whole
vaccine left and right.
right. And guess what? That's not a natural growing plant that just grows on its own. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This is a literal plant that grows out of the ground. Like
it
we're
helps
not
people.
manufacturing it. We're not making it ourselves. It literally just is here.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just
I mean,
here.
over time we've kind of
We've altered
uh
it. We've genetically
we've
altered
altered
it.
it, but honestly, way less genetically altered than like the corn that you're picking up at the grocery store. They've like
Right.
pumped all that shit with steroids. None of that's natural. That's why like a lot of organic shit is a lot smaller. Like I try to
Because
buy like
it's not
organic
real.
meat for the most part.
Right.
And like the organic meat is usually smaller than like Purdue or Tyson, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
their shit's all got steroids. And even like our regular like vegetables that grow out of the ground are like that.
All
And
just
pot, you
stuffed with
know,
right.
we just mixed different strains together. We made the strains make love, and then they
Make
had baby
love.
strains. They had baby strains, and the baby strains were smart. Like, dude, you take LeBron and Serena, right? Put them
Right.
together, you can have a super athlete. That's how this shit
A
works.
literal super person.
That's just what we've done with weed to make us higher.
Yeah. You know, we're not pumping it with hormones and steroids. Like I'm sure the worst thing is like spraying it with insect
Yeah,
killer or something. I'm
yeah,
sure that's the absolute worst.
yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah, it just pisses me off, dude. And then you got people like Charlie Kirk getting on Twitter saying
Yeah,
Simone Biles is a coward, she's psychotic, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, first of all, no offense to any of the Olympians out there, but 98% of the people that tune into the Olympics are people tuning in every 4 years. They're not sitting here watching gymnastics every week or watching Worlds and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
how much do you want to bet Charlie Kirk doesn't watch any of that shit until it's Olympics time, and he's just like, oh, this is a time that I can show how patriotic I am and how much I hate Russia and how much I can just shit on people that don't have the same like values or agreements that I
Yeah.
have. And
Yeah.
it's just like, dude, first of all, I want to see you get out there and do anything remotely close to what Simone Biles is doing. If you can't do that, then shut the fuck up. Like, yeah, I'm not sitting here talking like I know
She's
what
also
I'm
won how many golds for our country, Charlie?
right,
How many gold medals have you won for America in the Olympics?
right.
If that
I
number is
want to see
higher
the
than
comparison
0, I'll suck your cock.
He's not gonna like that, man. He's not gonna like that word. Oh, he pisses me off so much, dude. It's just like, and the fact that people like follow him and like are like, yeah, Charlie Kirk, yeah. It's like, bro, are you hearing what this man is saying? Like, just use your brain. And like, I hate it, dude. This dude is just spews the most bullshit like thing every time he sends out a tweet, and it's so annoying.
Yeah. Also,
Like,
back to me saying that I'd suck his cock. Because we were gonna talk about the baby, but I don't want to, and I don't think we have time for it. But not a gay thing. Like if he was a chick, I would say I'd eat her pussy. You know, it's just I'll perform oral on this person. It's not a gay thing.
Yeah, we don't discriminate.
Yeah, whatever. Do your thing.
But yeah, dude, and his whole tweet about her calling her like psychotic because she wanted to step down from an Olympic event because she's mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, I'm sure, and just like needs a break. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude's a fucking clown, bro.
Absolute clown.
Here's the thing. That's the same shit that I do when Skip Bayless talks, right? Like when Skip Bayless starts talking, I'm like, bro, this dude, he just wants ratings. He just wants to get a crowd riled up. He just wants to get a certain demographic riled up. It's way different, 100%, 100%, because it's just sports. But it's like same kind of deal. Like Charlie, bro, fuck that guy. Like that dude's fucking whack.
Yeah.
Then again, there are people that follow, and I'm sure there's a bunch of people that agree. So
yeah, that's the fuck thing in the world, dude. It's just like, just have some sort of empathy for people. It's not hard.
Yep.
Any ounce of empathy, like.
Yep.
But
yeah, whatever.
Other than that,
right,
man, the Olympics.
They've been all right.
They've been all right. Yeah, I haven't really tuned in much, but.
No, but I got some notes here on some things that I've seen in the Olympics that I like.
Okay.
So me and you talked about this, but there was a Russian man. He won gold in gymnastics. I don't know if it was team or individual. I didn't see what he won it in, but he got a gold medal, and he was killing it out on the dance floor or on the, gymnastics floor.
On the dance floor.
Yeah, but 3 months ago, ruptured his Achilles, had surgery. Dude, 3 months, bro.
3 months, bro. You just went through like what? How long ago was that?
At
March
least
when
4
you did
or 5.
It? Right.
At least 4. No, yeah, it was like.
And you're
4 months.
And you're not out there like competing in the Olympics.
No way, dude. I'm hurting after I walk too far. And like, I've had many people tell me that I'm having a great recovery, and there's not a shot in the world that I could be competing in the Olympics right now. But that's the same thing as we were talking about for Babe Ruth, bro. Different technology.
Different technology.
I didn't
He's
even
got
have
access
surgery.
to the nicest fucking right.
Yeah, he had the surgery, which is still like a year-long recovery.
Yeah. He's just like, nope, Olympics are once every 4 years, so I'm a ball.
I'm going. I'm winning a fucking gold medal. So good for that, dude. I saw this one guy, he won gold in men's surfing. I don't know which event, but one of them.
I didn't even know surfing was an Olympic sport.
I think it's new this year.
That's dope.
Yeah. He started surfing. He grew up in Brazil, obviously. Started surfing on a styrofoam cooler lid because like him and his parents couldn't afford surfboard. I forgot what they said his dad did, but he literally started surfing at the age of 13 on a styrofoam cooler lid.
That's dope.
And he just won an Olympic gold medal.
That's like when baseball players like rolled up socks with sticks and then they're like in the MLB.
Yes.
That's awesome. I love those stories. I love those types of stories.
And then there's something else I saw, the gold and the silver in the women's skateboarding, one of those events. They were both 13 years old.
Yeah, dude, and one of the girls, I think the one who won silver, I don't forget, was like famous on Vine at like however old she was, like 6, for doing a kickflip down like a 3 set of stairs. She had like a viral Vine. And I remember
That's
seeing
dope.
that Vine back in the day, and she's like, "Yo, this chick was doing flips at 6 years old on Vine. Now she's an Olympic medalist." So I was like, "What the fuck? That's awesome."
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Good for her. Um, the only other thing that I saw a gay man was also he got a gold medal, and he was like, "I'm a gay man, and I'm an Olympic gold medalist." He was a diver, or like a when he did like synchronized swimming. It was like that, but
Yeah,
diving.
yeah.
Him and another
Synchronized
guy
swimming. Yeah, I actually saw
swimming.
some of that.
um,
Synchronized driving.
um, so that's cool. I love to see when everyone's getting represented well, dude. Like I love to see the players that are now like recently we've had the first like active gay MLS champion.
Yeah,
I love seeing that kind of shit. I love people, living their best lives. We talked about this and being proud of who they are.
yeah. It's
But
cool
look
not
at the
having that
medals,
pressure.
dude. Japan's got 13, China's got 12, and US has 11. That's gold. And I think it goes by gold medals as the ultimate winner.
Yeah,
Russia's got 7, Australia 6, UK 5. But total medals, US has 31, China has 27, Russia 23, and Japan 22. Um,
and you said they decide the winner
by
based
gold,
on
I
just
think
gold
is like the
medals.
ultimate winner. Yeah, I
How
think so.
much?
I
How
think that's
much
like
is left of the Olympics? Like how long? How much longer is it on?
I don't know. I feel like a decent amount.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
Women's
like a
soccer
three
hasn't
week
even
long
gone
thing,
to the
right?
knockout round yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Women,
Well,
they advanced. The group stages are done, but they haven't played any knockout games, I don't think.
yeah.
I might be wrong on that. But
Have they done any track or anything like that yet?
I don't know. I was actually wondering about that because I
I
I
haven't
usually
seen
like
any of
watching
it.
track.
Yeah.
You want to do the new Rick real quick, and then we'll do,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or do you want to do new Dave first, or do you just want to skip over it?
Um, let's do Rick and then draft, and then we can do Dave when we catch up for next week.
Yeah,
And do
this was
like
a
a three
long
episode
one.
recap.
All right, that
All
sounds
right.
good. New Rick was dope. Did we talk about the last Rick?
Was the last one the one with Jerry and they go to like hell or whatever with the demons?
I don't remember. Oh yes, 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 yes. It did go to
Yeah.
hell. Did we talk
Yeah,
about
and
that
they're
one?
like, I think so. And they're all
Yeah, I think we did
like
too. All
clowning.
right, so if
Yeah,
we
yeah,
didn't,
we did.
all right, cool, cool, cool. Literally couldn't remember, and I guess I didn't want to check last week's doc ever. Like, no, that makes too much sense. Um, Idiot. So his new one was dope. I thought that the last one was like the best one I thought of the season, but this one was great too, bro. They've all been really good.
Dude, again, like I've said this on this podcast before, but every episode of Rick and Morty is good.
Yeah,
Like
don't miss.
they don't miss. They literally don't miss. Like
No,
you're always gonna laugh at least 3 or 4 times,
yeah.
and they're
Um,
like good laughs too.
yeah. The thing that I like about this season is I think that if you're not a fan, you can watch this season and still be like, oh, that was a good episode at any
Yeah,
episode. Whereas
right.
prior seasons, maybe if you don't watch, like there's like a few that are like a lot better where you're like, oh, like these are the good ones of the season. Like these are the ones that you're gonna want to watch. But now it's like
Yeah.
all of these ones are bomb. Like you can just kind of hop into anyone, even if
You
it's your
can
first
literally
time.
show, yeah, you can show somebody any of these episodes for the first time. Like if they've never seen Rick and Morty, and they'll be like, "Oh, that was good." Like you don't
Yeah,
really need to know anything. Like you
yeah,
kind of just like just a good watch.
yeah. But I think they're all different. Like this one and the
This one was
this
really
one,
different.
this one was way different, dude. I think that it has like a deeper storyline to it because they got beef with the president. Like, there's a history there.
Yeah, yeah. I like how they're
Um,
like you could kind of tell in this episode that Rick and him like towards the end were kind of like not friends, but like they were like working together and stuff. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, they had a little bit of a little bit more respect for one another.
Yeah.
Um,
But I was so confused within like the first 5 minutes of that episode when he was like giving us like the rundown of the plan. When they're like, all
yeah,
right, we're gonna get this pardon from the president by turning myself into a turkey, and when he pardons a turkey, like he's gonna know, or the president was like, I know that he's turning into a turkey, so we're also gonna turn into
yeah,
turkeys and just do all this stuff. And I was just
yeah,
like sitting there watching it, like, what the fuck is going on?
yeah, dude. I kind of like the president in this one. I thought he had a couple of little zingers.
Yeah, yeah.
He said he had like some witty shit that I liked.
Dude,
None of
he
them are front of
always
my
does
head, but
though. He always has like some witty shit. Like when in the I think season 3 finale with the president where they're like fighting each other, and he like shrinks down, and when
yeah.
he like meets the little people and he's like, well, why would Rick and Morty do that? Like, why would they just give you a t-shirt and no pants? And he's just like, because they're assholes.
Yeah.
He just always has like these zinging one-liners, and it's just like
Yeah,
the most
yeah,
obvious thing, but he like says it in a way that's just like funny.
yeah.
Because they're assholes. Like obviously.
Um, I wasn't able to watch last week's for a second time, and obviously not this one for a second time. I just watched it, so I'm excited to go back and watch both of those.
Yeah, I've actually like had to contain myself from watching for a second time because I will literally sit there and watch the same episode 5 times. Then I'll be like, all right, I've
Yeah,
already seen this episode 5 times. So I'm kind of just like letting it myself just enjoy the show, one episode a
yeah.
week, watching it one time. And then when the full season's out, I'm gonna go back and like shuffle them and just kind of be like, oh yeah, I remember like this part of this
That's a
episode.
good idea. Yeah, maybe I'll just wait. I'll wait for. Hopefully, I can get them all to come out in an explicit version. Like,
I know. That would be
um,
cool.
I just be streaming them off of Adult Swim. I couldn't download. You can't download on the Adult Swim app, which is kind of buns.
Yeah, it's kind of whack. I've just been watching on some janky website.
Yeah. I signed into
But
my parents' Xfinity account because, dude, you know what? That's what happens when you live at home, bro. Even if I wasn't
hey, it's
living at
nice,
home, I'd
man.
be doing it, bro.
Yeah, facts. Might as
Just
well
hop
use
on,
it.
but it's easy, dude. Hop on the Adult Swim app, sign into their Xfinity account, and then I can watch all the Rick and Morty I want.
Yeah, that's nice. I
The
hope
Adult
that
Swim
when the
app's
full
kind of
season's
janky.
out, when it goes on like Hulu, hold on. Oh, go lay down. Howling in the background.
I peeped.
I couldn't hear her for. Has she been doing that for a while?
No, I just heard it for the first time,
Oh,
and it was like super
I.
short. I kind of liked it.
Hey, go lay down. I just heard her go. But fuck you, Kyle. I forgot what I was talking about.
Yeah, me too. Oh, we were talking about how we watch Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah. Like I was saying, when they put it on Hulu, like when the full season's out, I hope it's like an
Yeah.
explicit version because I think they
Oh,
did
is
that
it
for the last
explicit on
season.
there?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Yeah, then I'm definitely finna peep that. I think it's a good idea. Maybe I won't watch it for a second time. I've watched all the other ones twice. They're pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm kind of getting to the point of the season with Rick and Morty because that was episode 5, so we're already halfway through,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh man, we only get 4 more episodes, and we're probably gonna have to wait super long for the next season
I
again.
think they're gonna keep coming, dude.
I hope so, dude. But there's no way, like by December, they're like season 6 of Rick and Morty. You know what I mean? Like if they kicked
Nah, but
off and we got like a Christmas episode, I would love that. But I know it's not gonna happen because it's always like 2.5 years in between.
what if they did like just a random like Christmas episode?
That would be cool. I would like that.
Like you know how artists they put singles out? What if they did a single?
Just a single one. Or dude, imagine a Rick and Morty movie. Oh my god,
That would be wild.
that would
Dude.
bang. That would be so much
Yeah.
fucking fun. I would love that.
Would you rather it be one huge story or like a bunch of little stories? Like this is what it's like to be like in Rick and Morty's life, right? And make it
Day in the
like a
life of.
sequence,
Or
like a
imagine a
sequence of
movie,
different.
a week in the life of Morty, and it's just like 7 stories, each one for each day.
Yeah. Or
And
what
this
if
is
it's
what
like
Morty
Morty's
goes
like
through.
12 Days of Christmas? Rick and
Oh,
Morty
that
12
would
Days
be,
of Christmas.
dude. If they did like a short, like even if it was like a 15-minute little thing, like 12 days of Morty miss or something like that.
Yeah. Or 12 Days of Rickmas, dude.
Yeah. Get me on the phone with Justin Roiland.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Tell him I got an idea.
Yeah, I don't even want anything in it. Just I want you to make it for me. So and for the rest of the world too, not just for me. I want you guys to make it though.
Yeah, but let me see it first since it was my idea.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But if you don't, that's cool too.
Yeah, I'll still take it. I shouldn't have just given you my bargaining tools, but here we are.
Fuck it, I don't care. I'm an open book. Cause look, if he's a good person, then he would say, "Thank you for your idea. Either we don't make enough money here to pay you, but you can see it first," or he would say, "We'll give you some kind of a cut, because we're good people."
Yeah, that would be cool. Just give me like half of a percentage of Rick and Morty's revenue for the next 10 years.
I don't even
Or
want
like
that,
5%.
dude. Just give me like 50 grand.
All right, yeah, shit. Dude. I was gonna say like $600. I'll take that all day.
You give me 50 grand, I'm happy.
Yeah.
You give me 100, sucking your cock. Again, it's just the
Or
oral
eating
thing,
your
guys.
pussy.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into this draft. We're gonna be
All right.
drafting the Summer
Elliptical sports.
Summer Olympics sports, not events within the sports, but just the sports themselves.
Right.
So we're gonna do 4 each, see who gets the best team, and you all are gonna go vote on Instagram again at the random roommates on Instagram, Twitter at random room pod. Probably that's all that we're gonna post it on. You can comment on us on
That's all we
YouTube,
have
but
so far.
I don't know
Yeah.
if we'll get to it.
I don't
Feel
know.
free.
I don't know if our 2 subscribers that are me and you will will even leave a comment.
Yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. But go and vote. See who gets the dub. Last week I won our rapper draft barely. We were 59-41% on Instagram, 60-40 on the Twitter. So pretty much 60-40 all around.
We're both sitting 1-1 for our
tied
drafts.
1-1 all time. We know this is episode like 6. We've only done 3 drafts. Whatever, give us a break.
Got me some slack, all right?
By the time we're at episode 1000, this is just gonna be like an everyday. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, we're doing a draft today. Okay.
Yeah, and
This
I'll
is
be
gonna become the norm.
999-1.
So the Spitballers, they do a draft every day, every episode at the end. And I just saw on YouTube that John Boy does it. I never really watched John Boy.
Yeah, he's
But
got
I
some
didn't
good
know
ones.
that. And then when I saw that he does the drafts, I was like, that makes sense.
He did one.
They
did one the other day. It was best drafting things that you could eat that aren't food. So it was like Play-Doh and stuff like that. So it was like the producer, like David was just like, yeah. So for 1-1, I'm going Play-Doh, and they're all just like, dude, like good pick, like it was so
funny. They actually just did Olympic sports.
Spitballers did?
No, John Boy did. I literally went on YouTube to make sure that these headphones were working. I went on YouTube and like that was like on my homepage. It was like John Boy blah
Are you
blah blah.
into the random roommates pod?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
that's why, because I'd be watching that shit like in my headphones at work.
Yeah, they literally just did an Olympic sports pod, and I was like, oh shit, that's what we're doing today. So we didn't take it from them. Like that was like an original idea.
Right.
But we're gonna roll with it anyway. Maybe we can go listen to theirs and maybe we can tell them where they went wrong and how they misvalued they undervalued some of our risers.
Mine are literally not gonna have any factual base behind them. It's just gonna be like, these are the events that I saw and I liked, and I'm just like, oh, that was kind of fun to watch.
Yeah,
but like, because I don't know, like I couldn't even name you all the Olympics. Like I'm just gonna say like whatever.
Nah, same.
But I think you and I are gonna have a lot of similar thoughts. So
I'm doing what I like to watch, like one of my favorites to watch.
Right.
Right. So since I won last time, I get to pick where I want to pick. I typed that out like 4 times. I was like, this sounds horrendous. So I put it as the winner gets to decide whether they pick first or second. I think there's a clear 101 to me. So I'm taking the first pick in this one, and then you can go 2-3. Okay. So with the 101, I'm starting out with the gymnastics, dude. I just think that's just my favorite to watch, right? Like I don't watch the gymnastics, right? Like I don't watch it normally, but when I watch at the Olympics, it's and like the US team is always good, and like how like everything that those girls do, like it blows my mind, bro. Like I'm just like, none of this makes sense to me. Like I can't even fathom myself even thinking about
I think that too. Like when I see them do like one of their tricks or whatever, I'm just like, how do you even begin to try that, dude?
Yeah. So the Olympics are probably my favorite to watch.
The Olympics are.
The gymnastics are probably my favorite sport to watch at the Olympics. So that's how I went with 101. So what do you got?
Okay. Mine's gonna be a wild card, I think. I thought you might have snuck through and was gonna say this because you might have seen like a snippet of it or something on Twitter. But with the number 2 pick, I'm gonna go with ping pong.
Okay.
Have you ever watched Olympic ping pong, dude?
Yeah.
It's wild, bro. It's absolutely wild. Like,
yes, it is.
Dude, like 40 40 hits or sweat. What I don't know what's called when you hit the ball with a paddle. Like, is it a stroke or like a swing? Like 40
Yeah.
swing rallies. And they're just like, grunting and screaming and running around the table. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, bro, when I play ping pong, one, I'm usually drunk. Two, I'm usually just sitting in one spot going like this. I'm not taking full fucking tennis racket swings, like
Nah, dude,
hitting
they're
that shit
nice.
100
I be
miles an
doing.
hour.
See, my boys do that, and I'm usually just playing defense because they play way more than me. Like Austin was always nice as fuck. Chris was always nice as fuck. Connor was solid. Timmy was solid. So like,
Yeah.
I kind of got my shit rocked. Wig was always pretty decent. I started to hold
Yeah.
my own. Me and Chris played a lot. Me and Chris were tight. We hung out a lot. We played a lot of ping pong in high school. Like when we had nothing else to do, we just go chill in his basement and we're like, all right, let's play ping pong.
Rip some ping pong.
And he was pretty good, so he made me decent. But I was never that good. But yeah, bro, they're crazy nice.
Yeah, it's crazy to watch. If anybody is looking for some good Olympic content, highly suggest watching ping pong.
Yeah, for sure. All right, where are you going with the 201? I can't count today. I can't do anything. I got dude,
201.
work was tough today. I got
yeah.
After vacation, I'm exhausted, dude.
Ass.
All we did was travel Monday and Tuesday. We went on a full hike Monday and then traveled all day Tuesday.
And now you're working all day Wednesday.
Yeah, we really worked all day, podding now, bro.
Yeah,
I love this life. Wouldn't change it for the world. It's been fun. But all right, where are you going with the 201 in the Olympics?
201. I mean, I feel like I could say a lot of just easy ones, especially for US. But I was watching badminton today.
Oh my god, yeah. Is that where you're going?
And I think I'm gonna go with badminton because
I like that
looked
one.
super intense, dude. I was sitting there watching it and I was like, I want to be in this. Like, I want to play Olympic badminton. This looks fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the same as ping pong, like same type of game, but I don't know. It just looked like a lot of fun.
I agree. You said ping pong, and my first thought was ping pong's a lot like badminton. And I like it for the same reason. Not that I love the sport, but that it's so crazy how fast they hit it. I was
fast paced and like really just.
I was watching Germany versus China, and they were so good. It was a co-ed one. They were all so good. The way they serve, it's like it's just like a little flick.
Yeah, a little flick, and then you got like the guy in the back taking full swings.
Dude, he said they hit it 200 miles an hour.
How do you even react to that?
And they return it, and they do it, bro. I saw them do it.
So easy. Eyes. They're just like my own eyes, my eye holes.
My eye holes. They witnessed it. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. But so my first thought was like they're really similar, and I haven't seen a lot of ping pong. I've only seen like one set. But I watched like a whole match of badminton, and I was like, oh, dude, like that. It's kind of crazy. Like they're kind of really nice.
I know, and it's like almost more impressive than tennis. Like I feel like watching badminton is more fun than watching tennis because you got rallies that go longer and like you can barely see the shuttlecock.
Yeah.
It's just like a white blur.
Everything's so quick.
Yeah.
That's a good pick. I like that. 201.
Thank you.
Bit bold. I think that with my number 2, my 2-2, I'm gonna go track and field.
I like that.
Ran track in high school, dude. So like I kind of appreciate it a bit. I love watching track, especially the short stuff, like 400 and less, 800 and less. I like the 800 is probably one of the toughest. I ran the 400 in school. That's what I was best at. And I ran it, and I was by the end of it, I was like, dude, I'm fucking dead, bro. And then because you're literally just sprinting for the entire lap, like pretty much as hard as you can.
Yeah.
That was how I ran it my first time ever. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna sprint the first turn, and then I'm gonna open up my stride as much as I can and try and like get bigger breaths on the back half and then the first half of the turn. And then I'm just gonna like let it all out on the last half of the turn and the stretch. That was pretty much how I ran it. And that was like those were my best times when I ran it like that, like the full out sprint. I think I was kind of too winded by the end. But dude, my boy was like, yeah, now multiply that by 2. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I could not.
Yeah. Because I was running like 52-second 400, which is pretty good. Like,
yeah.
I went to states with that, and I won a medal at our conference meet with that. I don't know if I got first, second, or third. I honestly don't remember. But I mean, like pretty good time. And my boy was running like 150 something or less in an 800.
And an 800. Damn.
Right, double, but like barely double the
Barely.
time.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. When you think about it, your legs be dead after
Well, I
that,
guess
bro.
it's definitely more than double more of the time because you'd have to run a 140 to be double 50.
Yeah.
Which is pretty. I mean, people do it. I'm sure in the Olympics they're doing that. Maybe, I don't know, but I mean,
I don't have any sort of frame of reference for like
nah.
times, like what's fast and what's not for each race, but
In
it's
high school,
exciting
dude,
to
it's
watch,
like
that's for sure.
2 minutes is like the goal. If you're running 2 minutes in high under sub 2 minutes, you're good.
Yeah. That's
And
a
if
good pick. I
you're
like
in
that
the
pick.
yeah, it's always fun. And then I think with my next one, I'm gonna go beach volleyball.
Good pick.
I like beach volleyball. Again, that's like the only time I watch it is the Olympics. It's fun to watch, dude. It's fast paced. The U.S. has some good girls, Carrie Walsh and whatever her name is that used to just run shit. I think they're gone, but they're still nice. It's exciting.
Yeah.
People just be like
Like
on
literally
somebody's
dunking on
head.
people.
Yeah,
It's essentially the same as dunking on someone when you spike like that.
yeah. I like beach volleyball, and so yeah, that's my pick.
That's a good
What do you
pick.
got?
Beach volleyball is something that I've actually watched outside of the Olympics like more than once.
Really?
Like when beach volleyball is on, dude, I'll usually like keep it on for a little bit and like watch a set or two because I'm just like, oh, like volleyball's
I've
dope.
never
And
seen it.
beach,
I never even seen it on like outside of
dude,
that.
like 2 months ago it was on ESPN for like the college. I think it was like the college championship, NCAA championship,
Yeah.
and we were at Jake and Rye's house watching it for a while, and it was actually pretty exciting.
Yeah, I've watched college indoor volleyball. I've seen. I leave
Yeah,
that on. I like volleyball's like pretty entertaining.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. No, it's always fun.
I used to go to when I went to Stockton. I used to go to the volleyball games, but our girls volleyball team was nasty.
Yeah. Our high school volleyball team was always pretty good. Our coastal or why do I keep saying basketball? Volleyball team's pretty good.
Yeah, Sarah's team. Oh no, we had a real team and they were nice too.
Yeah, yeah,
Sarah's your team was real, Sarah. I'm sorry. We had a D1 team and they were good too.
yeah. Oh, that's a good pick. So for my next pick, kind of teetering between a few. Like I don't know if I want to just go, you know, my personal favorites because I'm biased towards some sports, or like some like an Olympic sport that's more traditional.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think I'm gonna go traditional and go swimming.
Swimming. I like swimming a
Yeah.
lot. I
I love
again,
watching swimming, dude. It's
it's
just
just like
like,
track and field, but it's in the water.
right, right. And it's
Yeah,
like
yeah. I like
usually
swimming.
done within like a few minutes. Like you can finish a race in 2 minutes, and it's just like from the
Yeah.
start to the finish, you're watching the whole thing. Not like,
Yep.
oh, let me check back in a few minutes and see who's leading. You're gonna watch a full race and you're gonna have results fast.
Yep.
So I like that aspect of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Same with track. I think there's
Yeah,
so because like track has those short ones too. I like swimming a lot. If I
yeah,
didn't like track, I would have picked swimming. But I didn't want to go with the double ups. Like you went ping pong badminton.
right,
I guess that
right.
doesn't really matter. I guess I just wanted if those are the best ones that you like watching. I
Well,
wanted a diverse
it's
squad.
that, and it's just the ones that I've seen the most of. I don't know. Like I haven't been
Yeah, that's
tapped into
true.
like each event. But for my last pick of the draft, I'm gonna have to go bias here and go with baseball
Yeah,
because
that was on
one
my list.
my main reason for that is the US team is made up of just a bunch of players that aren't really like obviously like MLB All-Stars now because they're mid-season. So it's like,
Yeah.
Todd Frazier, Adam Jones, I don't know if he's playing this year, but like those types of players are making up the Olympic USA team. And it's just like cool to watch those guys because those were guys that we grew up watching that are like
Yeah.
kind
I
of
didn't
like
know that. I
out
haven't seen
now, like a
any
little bit
games
too
yet,
old.
dude. I'm gonna try to catch them. Are they still
Yeah,
playing?
yeah, they're still playing. I think Masahiro Tanaka is pitching for Japan, I think tonight.
Oh, nice. I'll
Or
try
I
to
don't know if
catch
that
them.
game I don't know if that game started or if it's over. I don't know what time it starts because it's in Tokyo, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Bet.
that
I'm
was
gonna
my
try to
bias
catch some
pick.
of that. All right, so it's back to me now.
Yep.
Um, I think with this one, I think I'm gonna have to go with soccer. Um,
Yeah, that
it's just
was
my
gonna be my other
fallback.
one.
It gets old, dude. Our women, I haven't watched any of the women's games, but I'll start watching them now that we're in the knockout rounds. Like I know we're gonna make it there. The men's team isn't even there because they're diaper. And quite frankly, like the competition isn't that great. Like the World Cup's way better. Like
Yeah, even
just
the
with the
Euros.
quality that goes there. But I mean, I like watching it, and I don't really like watching anything. I do like watching other stuff. I watch some surfing. I like that. I like watching skateboarding.
Yeah.
Um, I had shooting on here, bro. I never watched shooting, but I think that's kind of cool. I think it's
Yeah.
cool
Archery.
that's a sport. Yeah,
Yeah.
archery. But yeah, I got to go soccer because I always go home with that one. All right, so I got gymnastics, track and field, beach volleyball, and soccer. And you finished with ping pong, badminton, swimming, and baseball.
Uh, Honestly, out of all the ones that we picked, that's pretty much all the sports that I would be watching.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Like
see
I
they have
wouldn't.
3-on-3 basketball now?
Yeah, yeah, that actually looks mad cool.
Yeah, it's all right. I don't
Did you
understand the scores.
have you watched any of it?
Yeah, I watched a little bit. I don't really, they're okay. They're not even that great. Like,
No.
it's 3-on-3. It's
Yeah,
not our
that's
Olympic
true though.
team.
Just like
But
on
here's the
some
thing, why
blacktop
isn't
shit.
it like other NBA players?
Yeah, that's true because NBA's done.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird. Or just
Yeah,
like
just like
random
a
guys
bunch of
you've
I never
never
heard
heard
of.
of. Yeah.
Yeah. But whatever. So whoever you think won, hopefully it's me. Like once more, in case you haven't heard it by now, at the Random Room Pod on Twitter and at the Random Roommate. No, at Random Room Pod on Twitter. No, but on Instagram it's at the Random Roommates on Instagram. So yeah,
Yep. We'll have
go
our
hit up our
results
shits, go
in the
vote,
votes up tomorrow.
and don't let it take into account that it's gonna decide who gets to go pick where they go. Right, just pick the
Yeah,
better
because
team.
we're not going to announce what our drafts are going to be until we're actually recording the episode. So it's not
Yeah,
like
we
you're
didn't
going
even
to know what
decide to
we're
do this one
drafting
until
anyway.
like 5:30, 5:45. We were like,
Like right before we hopped
Olympic
on.
sports.
Yeah.
If you have any
Yeah.
ideas for drafts, I mean, feel free to submit them. We'll do them.
Yeah, that'd be
Maybe
cool.
if
That'd
they
be
suck,
cool.
we're not gonna do them. But look, if you submit it to us and we don't do them, it's probably because they're not that good. But don't hate us for it. We just don't like your ideas.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're like, all right, I want you guys to draft the best celebrity dicks. And we're just like,
Mm,
I don't know. I don't know if that's going to pull the most viewers. So,
but Mark Wahlberg's
maybe.
a 101. So
Honestly, great pick. Never seen his dick, but I imagine it's probably pretty nice if it's Mark Wahlberg.
yeah, I love you, Waldo. I picked Waldo as my best celebrity dick.
Celeb shot, he just wings his dick into the screen.
All right.
All right, ladies
See
and
you later,
gentlemen, I
bro.
apologize. It's the last time we have Waldo on our podcast.
Uh,
All right, see you later, dude. Until
Later,
next week.
bro. Ladies and gents, have a good one. And whatever else, y'all.